Everybody knows this sort of person that enters any room and dominates all that room and all the people that are there. So these extroverted people who are really enjoying being center of the attention are stealing focus, are stealing confidence from introverted people who are not that confident and who are not that great, which makes these introverts feel like they are worse than extroverted people. They feel like they are not as good as they are. But the important thing they must realize is there are different aspects and different strengths in each type of personality. And in this video, I'd like to talk about how to find the positive, the strong aspects of introverted personality and how to embrace it and kind of start loving that, because by not doing it, we are having quite a huge problem of negative spiral that is taking us lower and lower whenever there is that extroverted person who is taking away that attention from us maybe, or just reminding us who we are not. Because as we know, there is the grass is greener on the other side, which is a false thing, and we all, when we are not bringing enough awareness to our lives, we are all living according to that, until we find out that it's lie and we start to live from our own perspective and not from like wishing to be someone else in someone else's like conditions and body. That feeling of being worse is really strong. I have experienced it myself, so I know how painful it is. So by this video, I'd like to raise awareness and inspire and encourage people to start their journey towards loving themselves the way they are, the quieter version of a normal person in society. Hi everybody, I'm Martin. I'm a communication, behavior and body language enthusiast, and I share my passion with people who are introverted, who are insecure, who want to get more confidence, who just want to improve in communication, because that's what I love to do. So I'm diving with the first point that I have already mentioned, which is the myth that you are the quieter one and you are most likely not going to be same like these loud extroverts who are just dominating everyone and everything that's coming all around. It's very much likely that you are not going to be that type of person, and you must make your peace with that and stop pursuing that goal and stop beating yourself for not being that, because you can't. It's not who you are a different one, you have different strengths, you can get better at that, you can be like that, but it will be a stretch and it might bring more pain than enjoy. So there is really no point of pursuing that brutally. It's easier to accept that and live with that like this. Second point is start raising awareness of who you are. What's your personality like, and what is your authenticity, what you are different at or about, that is your uniqueness. Because when you are getting deeper into your personality, into your uniqueness, into what really sets you apart from other people, you will start feeling more confident and better about yourself. So start that journey by taking yourself on a date, on an outside walk in a forest, or take you on coffee with a notepad and write down who you are, what are you doing, why are you here. Try to answer these questions. With every single answer you will put there, you can do it more than once and you will still find something new. And with every answer you will feel better about yourself and you will be accepting yourself the way you are and not the way you imagine you are. And it will bring awesome like overlaying of reality and imagination, which will bring peace in your mind and more confidence in your mind. After finding these things, you still want to continuously work on yourself a little bit deeper of who you are, so you are building that confidence. Be ready for setbacks, because on that journey there will be people that will put you back into that bad feeling and feeling less of yourself, and it's normal. Like, I'm experiencing that as well, and I'm doing for how many, 8 years maybe now, and I still experience some of the setbacks, and I know that I then need to like ground myself again and find who I am and get back to that natural state of my mind. So be ready for setbacks, and the setback doesn't mean that you are not progressing, that you are not getting better. It just means there is someone who just had that effect on you, and it's no point of like seeking something deeper in that. You just need to get back on track. The fifth point is that you need to see a positive trend in your life. Like my coach always said me to sit down every week, every month and revise on what I have achieved in that period of time. And this is a great way of seeing that you are actually progressing. So if you look at yourself 2 years ago, who is the person back there, back in the time, and who is that person now? There is a significant change in that. I know it's in my case at least. I sometimes feel like I'm not doing enough, but when I see in a perspective of how much I have changed and how much I have progressed, it's enormous, and it really makes me feel calmer, and it encourages me to revise even more so I can see that positive trend of my life. So the perspective, bigger picture is super important when you are trying to improve yourself. And there is a little bit of taste in the sixth point of why introverts and these quiet people are super powerful when they are in a social interaction. They may be losing energy when they are in a social interaction. They are not gaining that strength from interacting with people, but they are still great at it because they can listen, they can ask questions, they can be actively listening and observing what's going on with that person. They are sensitive to feelings of other people, and extroverted people have very hard time doing these things properly, because it's not the way they are wired. They want to be that center of attention. They don't want to put someone else in the center of attention. They can do it, of course. I'm not saying they are not capable of doing it. They can, but it's not their natural state, and they will never be, generally speaking, as good as introverted people, because they are just more made in a way of listening and being there for the other and give the attention to the other person. And I feel this is a super powerful thing for us, because we can get trust of the other people, get their affection, and just get them to feel better, for example. And when you get all these things together, you will start seeing world in a different perspective. And as Immanuel Kant said, another world is not another place, it's the same world with different perspectives. So I strongly feel, and I love this quote, when you can see something differently than what you used to see, that you are seeing different world. So when you start reading body language, for example, you are seeing something else what you have never seen before, and it's awesome. When you start liking yourself, you will start looking at things completely different way and way better way. So if you have liked the video, please like it, share it, or if you like it so much, you can subscribe to the channel, because we are here releasing new video every Wednesday, and I'll be very happy talking to you. If you have any questions, any suggestions, anything that you might want to share with me, there is a comment section down below where I'll be very happy talking to you, or there is an email in the description where I will also be kind of happy to talk to you. And that's it for now, guys. See you next time. Bye.